in our greenhouse, and today I'm going to show you how to start comfrey from root cuttings. And believe it or not, it will even start from tiny little root cuttings like this. So this is a item that you can now buy in my store, and we will send these to you, and you will have this beautiful comfrey. Now there's many reasons why you would want to have comfrey in your garden. So we will go over a few in this video, and then you can read about the rest of it in the blog post. The first reason is that comfrey uses these nice roots that it forms, and it mines nutrients from deeper in the soil, and it brings them up into their leaves. And so then all those nutrients are in the leaves. You can chop down those leaves and use it to activate your compost, or you can use it as mulch around your plants in the garden. And comfrey will come, you can do that several times a year, and it'll still come back and be full and beautiful. And so it's not like you're gonna have, you know, this big ugly bare spot in your garden forever. It grows really quickly. The other thing is that it makes these little pretty purple flowers, and the bees and the pollinators really love it, so it's good for that as well. And it's super easy to grow. It's super easy to propagate. Now this comfrey is Bocking 14, and this is the kind of comfrey you want, because other comfrey, it will spread really bad from the seeds, but Bocking 14 has sterile seeds, and so the only way it can be propagated is through cuttings of the root, or if you just divide the plant and get crown cuttings, then that's the only way it's going to go. So it won't take over your garden, but it will grow, the leaves will grow really quickly, will come back and just make a nice bushy little plant with the pretty purple flowers. So I'll show you this quickly. It's so easy, guys. It's not even, it's like, you'll be amazed. So we're going to take these roots, even these little tiny roots like this will sprout up and grow comfrey. So it's just really awesome. Have some bigger roots, have some little roots, and is what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them in this pot. I'm just going to lay them out, and you know what? I don't even get picky about, you know, if they overlap a little bit. Just want to be gentle when you pull them out of the pot. Now this, you can plant them right in your garden, but I like to plant them like this so that they have some greenery when I plant them, and I don't forget where I plant them and like dig them up or something when I'm planting something else. And so this is how I prefer to do it. So I just have them in the pot there, and I'm just going to put some dirt on top, just a couple of inches, and they will be ready to go. Now it can take anywhere from 20 days to like 3 to 4 weeks to have, is the general time frame for it to sprout. I'm just going to cover it with dirt and then water it, and just keep it watered, and it will just sprout up, and then you can plant it out into the garden, and I will show you how to do that. And so we'll head over to the garden, but before we head there, I just wanted to show you what it looks like, a crown cutting. So a crown cutting is going to look like those fatter roots, but it's going to have a little bit of greenery on it, and still you only need a chunk of roots. And it's kind of deceiving because you think, oh, it's just this fat root and there's no like little feeler roots, which it does get those, but if you don't have them on that big fat chunk of root, that's okay. It will still sprout, and it'll still just grow and be beautiful. So these are crown cuttings, and then this pot here was a mix of crown cuttings and root cuttings that we just dug up earlier in the spring, and we weren't quite ready to plant them out. We threw them in here. The crown cuttings have come up. You can see here's a little one here that I'm sure must be from one of the roots, and I think I planted some of the ones from the root cuttings too, but we're going to go get some of these planted, and we'll see what it looks like at the root level. Okay, we were headed over to the garden. We were going to plant that, and we walked by this comfrey, and I just thought I'd stop and show you because about a week ago we took at least 2/3 of this away, and it's already almost filled out. Now, the week ago it was a little bit smaller because we've had rain and sun and all, and so it's grown a lot, but that's how quickly it grows. And so probably this summer the biggest, you know, it'll be about like this, and then it'll get about this tall, and then the flower stalks get a little bit taller. That's how quickly it grows and recovers. I mean, 2/3 of this, it has just done so well, and it just looks really nice now. Okay, here we are in the garden. I'm going to plant this comfrey right here in front of this little thing, and look at, you could see all these roots that are growing here, and I'm going to try and break this up and find one that came from a smaller root. Oh, look at, okay, here is one that was from a big chunk, but you can see the roots growing up there. So we'll put that one back in. Another one. I don't know if we did any of those skinny ones in here. I'm gonna get them all disturbed here, but that's okay, because I know it'll come right back. Got plenty, and I just want to show you. Maybe we didn't do. Oh, here's a smaller one. It's still kind of fat, but there you can see. This is a littler one. Okay, there we go. There's even a smaller one. This grows right up, so just that tiny little piece. You can see these new little roots that are growing off of it. So you can see that there, and we're going to go ahead and plant one of these bigger ones, because like I said, I like them when I plant them out to have the green on it so that I know where it is, and I don't plant something else there or have to get up. So I'm just going to put this here. Oh, there's my little helper. It's our little pet duck. Okay. Now, all we have to do is water it. Now this is pretty easy because you can kind of tell where it was, but it's not super picky either. I would probably plant it about 3 to 4 inches deep if I'm planting something like this, probably closer to 3. But they shoot up quite a long ways, and they are happy, and it's really not that picky. You can see this one has a lot of nice little new roots on it. So I hope this helps you guys out, and I just really encourage you to plant comfrey. We will be putting it under our trees so that we can just chop them, use them as mulch, feed that to our trees throughout the garden, and just all over, because the bees love it. And really, it's actually a really beautiful plant with the flowers and everything. So I really like it. It's a nice perennial to have. It's really hardy, and just makes for a beautiful, nice round piece in the garden. So if you guys would like some, if you need any of this, like I said, I have it in my store, and you could find it over there. I hope you guys come back and visit me next time, and we'll see you then.